Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunday Morning Coffee with Lisa. I'm Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp. It is Sunday, June 11th, 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're new, please be sure to check out my website at lisahopp.com. It has all about my upcoming events and the work that I do. And the schedule appointment button is on every page, and you can make an appointment not only for my office in New Jersey, but also via Zoom and telephone. And also be sure to check me out on Instagram under Spiritual Coach Lisa Hopp and on my Facebook business page under Spirit Teacher Lisa M. Hopp. Thank you again. Oh, and here on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. And thank you again for joining me. And for those of you coming back every week and for your wonderful comments, thank you so much. I appreciate them so much. I love hearing how these podcasts impact you. And I just hope that more people are positively impacted by these podcasts as I go on and record, because it just would be a great thing. It just would be a great thing, and my intentions are good. You may notice a little bit of a cold. I've had a cough, like a postnasal drip, for 3 weeks. And it just wants to linger, and it's annoying. And hopefully I find it either doesn't come out at all when I'm talking, or it comes out only when I'm talking. It has moods. So if I start to cough during this podcast, please forgive me. The topic. Well, I think today is a good day for a reminder of the power of your subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind is so powerful that it literally creates rules, lines up your life, and then energy responds to your life and comes back to you. Hence, what you put out, you get back. And many of us, most of us probably, live on autopilot a bit with this powerful mind. We're not understanding our power, how super duper it is. We think that things are random. We think that things don't happen for a reason. Well, there is a reason, because you are creating it from the power of your mind. And it's so powerful and freeing to know that. And then to know that you're in control. You're in control of what you bring to your life. It is not anybody else's fault, blame. It, again, not good luck, not bad luck, not random. What you see today in your life is what you've already created. I was watching a wonderful podcast from my teacher of Rapid Transformational Therapy, Marissa Peer. And she was speaking of her own experiences in life and how her subconscious mind manifested remission for 2 cancer diagnoses. But also when she was told she wouldn't be able to have a child, she put her subconscious mind to work and has a beautiful daughter today. Now, talk like this is not meant to make you feel bad. Again, it's meant to empower you. As long as you are on this earth, you can be in charge of anything that's happening to you. You cannot impact another's will and change it. But can you work on what you are manifesting and keep yours strong, and that can overflow out to others? Yes. The universe does respond. Your environment does respond to what you put out. So for instance, if you're at work and you are every day speaking from a place of empowerment about your job and visualizing a wonderful salary and cooperation and opportunities, it has to come to you if you keep it up. Because the subconscious mind creates the environment. But if you go into work and you're complaining, you come home and complain about your boss or your coworkers, or I'm working too hard and they're not working hard enough, and everybody hates me and I don't get opportunities others do, well, that will continue to be your reality. It's simply truth. And so it's very important for you to know that you're in charge of your reality. And the wonderful thing I loved about Miss Peer is that when she was diagnosed with cancer, and one was of her womb and the other one was colon cancer, she never said, my cancer diagnosis. She never owned it. I understand that. Watch what you say. Do not make it yours. Because if you make it yours, it stays. It's yours. You could say the, but really, she told her spouse, I'm going to take care of this. In a month, this will be done. And so she talked of wellness and felt of wellness. And it's important to know you can do the complement. You can get the treatment or not get the treatment from the medical professionals while working on your subconscious mind, while creating your future. I'm part of a team in my life. I go to others for assistance, but I also know I'm a team player. We're all in this together to give me the best quality of life. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. And so, it's so important to not give up your power. To know that you are the most powerful. You are much more powerful than you realize. Now, one of the number one areas that a lot of people don't realize how powerful they are is when it comes to wealth. They walk around and say things like money doesn't grow on trees, or I have to work hard for the money. They are implanting their experience with a symbol of money. Money is just a symbol of abundance. It's showing you what you believe about abundance. If you say, I cannot afford something, you are making that a law for yourself. You are creating that as your reality. And it'll keep coming around to you like a boomerang. I can tell you honestly, never ever say I can't. Say I'm in the process of being able to afford that. Proclaim, I am wealthy, I am abundant, I am prosperous. I am fulfilled. I can have whatever I put my mind to, whatever I want. Your reality today is what you've created already. You did it. Nobody else did it but you. So change your talk, change your thoughts, change your emotions. And it can be very difficult to change your emotions and your thoughts and your words if you feel that you are inundated with bills. But spend just a few moments a day really feeling abundant. Being in the present moment, putting it aside, any feelings that you do not wish to have, and watch the environment change. It might be subtle at first, with little wins, or people just wanting to let you up in line or give you things. And then it may lead to a promotion or a raise that you didn't expect. But hang with it, stay with it. Because if you start to change how you speak and how you feel and how you think, your subconscious mind will begin to create a new reality. And what works for me is I get creative. If I start to feel that I am not wealthy enough, I'll dive right in the present moment, not only to just a gratitude of being able to do my work, but also other creative endeavors. And so what it does is that it takes you away from looking at what's going on and allows it to change. I love to meditate. And when I get myself into a space of meditation where I'm in the present moment, I feel light as a feather, the world is a million miles away, I tend to see more abundance because I'm not focusing on what is not there. Those who are very wealthy have really mastered this. They do the work. Yes, they work hard. But they also will visualize their ideal lives. They will take risks. They will talk and think and feel like a wealthy person. So the universe responds to them. They've mastered it. They have a discipline. It is worth it to be disciplined as much as possible. We can all get off routes, all get off, the journey a bit at times. If a bill comes in we're not expecting, or any other surprise, we can get off. But get right back on. Get right back on. Because it's worth it. Gratitude, being in the present moment, laughing with friends. These are all keys to abundance. Not complaining. Not being unkind. Don't be unkind. I say this because I see so much of it. But I see also incredible kindness too. People by their very nature are. And I've said this every week, I see every day, I did this morning before I jumped on with you, people posting about their body weight or daring people to unfriend them on social media. Being cranky. You are getting more of that. Do you really want it? Do you really want to not feel good in your body? Do you really want not to be able to trust your friends? Do you really want to complain about your work and get more to complain about? No, you may say, I'm just being funny. The universe doesn't have a sense of humor. It takes you seriously. And it brings back to you what you're talking about. So be very careful about it. If you truly care, and most of us care. One of these days you're going to go to heaven and then find out you're this power I'm talking to you about. And you're going to be really amazed. I could have been done that, yes. But you refused to know. Consider knowing. Because it's so important for your happiness, for your fulfillment, for your freedom, for your quality of life. Excuse me. And also, it's so very important as much as possible to love. Sometimes on this earth it's hard to love people. But the people that are hard to love are the ones who need the greatest love. But you don't have to tell them you're giving it. And you don't even, it's all energy. You don't even have to show it. Try not to hate. Because hate only boomerangs back to you. What you show another will come back to you. Even if it's not through that person. Yesterday, unfortunately, there was an accident on my way to work, and a lane was blocked off from emergency vehicles. And there was a person who waited till the last minute to come over. She saw it. She saw it down the road, but she wanted to come right on up at the last minute and cut someone out. And not only that, not only she cut somebody out, but she wouldn't let someone make a turn. And then immediately they were cut off. That's how it works. It's really that simple. What you do comes back to you. What you do to another is done to you. So, simplest, but also larger. If you gossip, someone will gossip about you. If you're unkind, someone will be unkind to you. We all have moments. But the least moments you can have of unkindness, of moments of not being happy with a customer service rep or something, the least would be the best. I just try to treat others as I want to be treated. But we all can have a moment. If I think I've had a moment, I usually will turn it around or even write out apologize. I find though that people tend to tell me there's nothing to apologize for, but if I don't like my tone, I'm all about correcting it in some way. Because we all can have a moment. We all can be tired. We all can be pressed. But when you live in it, when you decide this is the way you want to be, you have every choice to be however you want to be. You have free will. But do you like what you're getting from it? That's very important to think about. Very important indeed. And there are always consequences for actions. Always. But they're not to be feared. Because most of the time, we're not doing something horrific or illegal. But even if someone thinks they're getting away with it over a large amount of time, they're not. It's just building and building and building so it can come back around to them. It's always taken care of, even if it's not seen. When it comes to love, it is important to be cognizant about what you want, to know what you want, to be clear. And then to live in that state, to become that state as much as possible. If you're in a relationship you wish were better, you have to feel and think of it as better. You have to be in a relationship like that before you see it. and then see what happens. But you have to go with the flow of it. Sometimes that person your way does not change, but a change comes. That is for the better. If you just currently do not have love in your life in the way you want, walk around like you already have it. Feel it. If you can, talk like it. Think it. Affirm it. It has to arrive. If it doesn't arrive, what are you blocking? You're blocking. But don't give up on it. Just be aware of how you're blocking. Do you have conditions? Are you afraid of it? Do you not trust? What you ask for is always a yes. It's always trying to come to you. And we've already covered health. If you concentrate on being a healthy version of yourself and you get a diagnosis, stay with the thoughts, the feelings, the words. Health is meant to be a wake-up shout if you're on this earth. And the power of your subconscious mind can always assist with it. Sometimes it requires medicine. But it always also requires the power of the subconscious mind. In England, they've stopped giving out when someone is diagnosed estimated amount of times that the person has, or even stages, because they understand that when you tell someone they have 12 months to live, they're going to accept it, or they might accept it. So when they're not doing that, it gives the person an opportunity to extend it. They don't want to influence the subconscious mind in a negative way. That is amazing. That should be how it is. I had a friend once. Her doctor would tell her she would have 3 months to live every few months. She didn't accept it. The power of her subconscious mind was ruling. Until one day, she did. She was ready to transition. Most people are not in that situation. Or I don't want to say most people, but many people would listen to the doctor and believe it to be so. She simply said no. Every time, no, 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 until she stopped saying no. She was in control the whole time. You are too. You are too. Nothing can happen to you without your approval. That is a very powerful and positive thing. So today, be in the present moment and start affirming what you do want. I can do that. I am in the process of being able to do that. I am living my ideal life. I am prosperous. I am abundant. Opportunities come to me easily and effortlessly. Be powerful for yourself and for your life. And then watch some wonderful changes happen. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful week. Remember to go to my website, lisahop.com. I just updated it because I did realize, thankfully, someone alerted me that there's a couple years old stuff on there on one page that I missed of my website, but it has been updated, and please check it out. And also, if you're listening on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you next time. Many blessings.